Lynching and Mob Violence in Ohio, 1772 to 1938, by David Myers and Elise Myers Walker. Copyright 2019. McFarland Books. During much of the 19th century, Ohio was reeling from a wave of lynchings, beatings, tar and featherings, and other acts of mob violence. Before it was over, more than 24 men, both white and black, would die at the end of a rope, and many others sustained serious and even fatal injuries. Often these incidents were attributed to well-known members of the community, but few were prosecuted, and some were even praised for taking the law into their own hands. Such was the public's disdain for the law, and especially those who were paid to enforce it. Hatred was on full display in many communities throughout Ohio, both big and small. In some instances, the governor of Ohio had to send in troops to restore order, though they did not always arrive in time. Prisoners were sometimes forcibly removed from local jails and hanged from the nearest tree or lamp post. In a few instances, county courthouses and even city blocks were burned to the ground. And on occasion, neighborhoods were totally destroyed by roving gangs of hoodlums. It was a time when vigilantes seemed to be everywhere, and no one knew when they would strike next. Lynching and Mob Violence in Ohio is the first book to take a comprehensive look at these terrible crimes, the troubling times that spawned them, and the lessons that should have been learned.